So sometimes we want to do something new, and the ego, the mind, is very quick at dishing out lots of reasons as to why you shouldn't do it or why you couldn't do it. So, for example, I remember coaching someone who had a day job and also was building their Pilates business on the side. And she was currently, at that point, she was teaching only on equipment, so in a studio environment. And I remember her saying, I'd love to be able to teach group classes, but I am not confident. So just hear that sentence again. I'd love to be able to teach group classes, but I'm not confident. So usually what we do, we say what we want, we share a dream, what we want, and then immediately the ego or the mind will immediately go in there and give you all the reasons why you don't do it, can't do it, shouldn't do it. Okay, now this is human. If that's happening, if you recognize yourself in that scenario, great, you're a human being with a brain and a mind. So how do we get past that though? Because sometimes some of those thoughts that our mind is giving us are not very helpful. Because remember, your mind's job, your ego's job, is to keep you in your comfort zone with the familiar, so it can control the outcomes and it mitigates risk. So how can you get out of that scenario? You certainly cannot get out of it by fighting with your thoughts or talking back to them, or being, you can be annoyed at them if you like, if you have the energy to spend. However, just here's a suggestion you can try over the next couple of weeks, because it's a habit, so you need to spend a bit of time doing it. So from now on, look at this as a game, play the game. I am having a thought that. That's the name of the game. So next time you find yourself sharing a desire or a dream or a goal with someone, a friend, or even when you're having internal thoughts, and then that extra sentence comes along afterwards, but I cannot, or but, blah, 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 all those reasons that the mind is giving you, just let it have its moment, and then just pause, catch yourself, and just say, I am having the thought that I don't have confidence in teaching group classes. Keep repeating that kind of game. I'm having the thought that X, Y, Z, and see if you can start creating, if you notice that you can start creating a little bit of space between yourself and the thought. So you are not the thought. And then you can start within that space inviting other more creative, more helpful solutions. Because once you've managed to kind of acknowledge the thought, name it, and diffuse it, then you can also spend more time and energy and more brain power to turn around and go, okay, well, how can I become more confident? What's the next step? What's the first step to becoming more confident teaching group classes? So then you can turn your attention to creating new stories, new thoughts that are more helpful towards your goals. So this is today's tip. Feel free to ask if you have any questions, and feel free to share any experiences you've had in the comments below. Bye.